morning. Morning, Sanbolani. Sanbolani. Imela. We are very much behind schedule. We are very late. We are very late, and whilst it's something out of our own control because of the transport people, there's a schedule that we have to adhere to. We were supposed to have started this program at least by 10 o'clock. That's when we were supposed to have started with the program. So we will have to run through our program quickly. In the meantime, let me just make sure. Reverend Shapley, where are you?
Where am I?
Yeah, I just want you near here. Now, I'm going to ask that we get...
I'm linking to Zinkit after the crossing, right?
We get everybody standing up when we sing the national anthem. We are going to sing the national anthem. Everybody is required to stand up. And then from there, I will then call upon the religious leaders that are supposed to give us the opening prayers. So, comrades, can we all stand up? My take of it that as constitutionalists, you are not supposed to be moving around when we sing the national anthem. So, can I request those people to quickly come in, because we want to start. Let me call on anybody to lead us in the national anthem.
Israel.
Phambili, Congress of the People, Phambili. Now, comrades, 2019 is the year for the general elections in our country. And as we are all gathered here, we are here to tell the country what we as a party intend to do. I want the comrades to get seated. So, now let me tell you something new that is going to happen. This party, the Congress of the People, was the first in the history of this country to employ the use of electronic systems in running our affairs. So, as we are working towards giving this country a fresh start, those of you who are computer literate will always have to remember to send a message that says #FreshStartRSA. Are we able to say that? #FreshStartRSA. Can I hear you saying that? I'm not hearing you. No. Comrade, maybe you must stand up and say it. I'm not hearing you. Say it again. Thank you very much. So I'm calling upon every person who is computer literate that sifanele futhi ukuthi sifundisa abomama nabogogo ukuthi hashtag yenzwa kanjani. We will have to teach our parents how to hashtag and tell South Africa that we are giving them a fresh start. Comrades, I'm going to call upon a member of the provincial legislature who is also a leader in this province. The person I'm talking about also, in his private profession, is a reverend. I'm going to call upon Reverend Shapley to come and lead us in prayers so that we can get started. Reverend Shapley, can you approach the podium, please?
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, everybody. It is important first, before I pray, to put this into context. Within the next hour and a half, this hall will be full. Our support in this province comes from rural areas. The taxis and buses are on the way, and it's unfortunate that we have to start before the people have arrived. Even the clergy will be here in the next hour and a half. But having said that, because of time constraints, we will start. Marcus Fumingo Mapkan. Bona izwe lako wetu ukoleli sono za ungaito ngumbo yako luze yalankosi segateli imfundiso zezwi lakho uze usivuselele sive inyaniso yakho yala Nkosi singathini imfundiso zezwi lakho uze usivuselele sive inyaniso yakho mama 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 Bona iswe lakho wethu uxolele izono zalo ungayithobi ngomo yakho luzelufu sapho lwakho mama 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 Chairperson, to the entire leadership of the Congress of the People, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is important this morning, as we start this gathering, to be able to invite God to be part of us. Because I believe that in this province, 70% of our people are rural. And therefore, I will use the both languages at my disposal in order to be able to reach all of us. Ndifuna uthetha nje kancinane ngamazwi abhalwa ngu-Esther. Esther is part of the slaves, of the Jewish slaves. Bagqitywa ukukhutshwa ebukhobokeni. uHaman noMordekai bahlala ngaphandle kwamasango akumkani. Esther gets taken and is brought to the king and becomes a queen. She's separated from the other slaves which are part of her family and her country. And when she leaves all the others who have been traveling the journey of oppression outside the gates, and they remaining as slaves. They are starving, they are struggling, they are being ill-treated, and they wait outside hoping that because Esther has now gone into the powers of the day, that she will help them. But instead, months and years go by and they stay outside while Esther enjoys the comfort of the king's palace, the food that she has and the clothes that she wears. Mordecai sends a message and says to her, you are now in power there. Do something to get us out of where we are. Yenza into ukuze nathi siphume ebugobokeni sikubo. But she says she's afraid to do that because the powers that are too powerful for her to approach. Mordecai keeps sending a message. Sincede sikhulule ngoba nathi kule ndawo sikuyo siseva ubushushu bengxaki owasishiya nazo nengcinezelo owashiya nayo. Ucaca ubu-Esther akazukwenza nto. La madoda angaphandle akufike kwisigqibo soba u-Esther masimthumele umyalezo. Let us send a message to Esther. And the message must be clear. And the Bible says, Mordecai sent a message to her and said, Usungacingi into yoba ngenxa yobuhleli kamandi ebutofini bezinto eziphakamileyo ucinga into yoba uyawusinda wena ngenye imini. Usungacingi ngenxa yokuba ufaka impahla ezinhle ukutya okumandi ucinga into yoba uyawuhlala unjalo yonke imihla iyeza eyakho imini nawe. Usilibele into yoba besingamakhoboka sobabini phezolo ngoku uzibona into yoba wena ulungele. Athi xa ithetha u-Esther xa baphendula athi ndiyoyika ngoba ndiphakathi kwaba bantu abanondicinezela. I'm scared to approach the powers because I don't know what they will do to me. Ithi iBhayibhile wathumele ukugqibela uMordecai wathi Esther mamela kakuhle. If you don't send us help, God will send us help from another place. Uba sithumelela uncedo uThixo esithumelela uncedo oluvela kwenye indawo. Ingandiyeva namhlanje lo mazwi ekhala njengentsimbi yecawe esithi kweli lizwe kulorhulumente kule meko sikuyo into yoba awumameli usikhulule. uThixo uyasithumelela uncedo oluvela kwelinye icala. Silindele into yoba uThixo asikhulule. And as we start this launch, we invite God to be part of us. We invite Him to lead us. We invite Him to give us wisdom in a situation where sifikelele bomini bethu apho umuntu angenawuthemba umnakwabo, apho umuntu angenawuthemba umuntu ahamba naye. Bethi behamba nje abantu baphethe amabhozo balindele ubusingele akuhlabe ngasemva. Sihlala kwixesha apho abantu abathi sikunye kanje sihamba endleleni. Sihlala kwixesha apho izinto esimele uba sizifumene, izinto esimele uba siyazilungisa, izinto esimele uba siyazilungiselela, sifike kwixesha loba zingazifumani zifunyane ngabantu abambalwa. Kodwa namhlanje umyalezo umnye uthi uba you don't send us help. And this is a message to the African National Congress, who's the government. Uba awuthumela uncedo uThixo uyawuthumela uncedo oluvela kwenye indawo, and the Congress of the people will be the one that will take over where everybody else is left. Ufuneka umamele kakuhle xa sithetha nawe into yoba ungamandela ngoba uqhuba imoto ezinhle, hlele ezi-ofini ezinhle, nxiba impahla ezinhle, ucinga into yoba koba njalo ngonaphakathi. uThixo uyawusiva xa isithi kwenye indawo baxelele into yoba umvandedwa wabo ndiyawazi, ndihlukile ndize kubo kunjanje bazawungazi ngoba mna ndinguThixo wabo. Myalezo endiwushiyayo umnye masikhangele kuThixo. Uncedo abalufesi. Thixo uyawuveza uncedo kwenye indawo. Elo ncedo liyakuvela. We Congress of the people. Nangona ingathi incinci, nangona ingathi ayibonakali, nangona ingathi ayindawo, kodwa yena uThixo into endiyaziyo iyawuhla kancinane. Iyawumane isithi selile uthuthu. uThixo uyawuthethisa uyasilwela sinento siyithetha emampondweni ithi xa sibonakala izinto athi uthixo emaphambi komzi athi umzi sekusithi uphelile uvakala ingilosi ithetha isithi ntenteng maqetyana azi abantwana babantu benze ntoni na imam thi uthi khomololo hlobo zam elithandwa yinkosi alo mazwi wanga uthixo anganigcina nilondoloze ahambe nani endleleni uze kuthi ekugqibeleni nikwazi uthi ukhonza uthixo khona kulungileyo Yesu wena ongomhlobo ndiza kuwe ndingede
Congress of the People, I hole. I hole, Congress of the People, I hole. Matla. Comrades, now that Hashtag. 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 Hashtag Fresh Start RSA. Hashtag. Hashtag. Thank you, comrades. I can see now you are getting into the spirit. Even though the rain was pouring, at least we made it here. It's pouring outside, but at least you made it here. Now, comrades, we are going to move into our next item. I'm going to call upon the General Secretary of the Congress of the People, the person who we are Muslim the man with the whip. Comrade Papi is going to come to the podium to acknowledge all the guests that are here on behalf of the National Committee of the Congress of the People, on behalf of the President of the Congress of the People, Comrade Musiwa Teralekota, and on behalf of the members of the Congress of the People. Viva Amanda Guni, comrades! Viva!
Viva Coke, viva! Long live Coke, long live! Viva Coke, viva! Viva! Long live Coke, long live! Long live! Comrade National Chairperson, members of the CNC who are here, and members of the CPCs who are here. Comrades, guests, I have got to explain that there is quite a lot of guests who are still on the way. The Congress National Committee took a decision that this launch will not be a launch where we are addressing COPE members, that we must invite other organizations and NGOs who are not necessarily supporting COPE to come and then we talk to them. So a person sitting next to you might not be a member of COPE, might be just a guest, but I'm not going to mention all the guests by name because I'm worried that others might be on the way and others might be sitting here and I don't mention them, and they might feel offended that I do not mention them by name. But we appreciate your presence, that you honored our invitation to come to listen to us addressing the nation about what COPE promised to deliver after the next national and provincial elections. We appreciate it that you, despite the weather outside, you decided to honor our invitation. And we hope that what you will hear from our president will be something which you want to hear. It will be something which will take South Africa forward. It is something which will give South Africa a fresh start, because we do need a fresh start because of the mess in which our country is in. We hope that South Africans will also elect COPE so that COPE can give South Africa a fresh start. Amandla.
Voting COPE. I'm 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 voting COPE. That's why I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. That's why I'm voting COPE. That's why I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. My father was a garden boy. That's why I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. I'm voting COPE. Comrades, you know, when people are doing well, you need to appreciate them. In terms of time, we were very late. But in terms of progress, you are almost there to be in time. You are doing very well. Because when we started here, we were very, very late. And it was understandable that because of rain, when we phoned people from who are on transport, we can't drive at a high speed in this rain. But at least it's better late than never. It's better late than never. When it rains outside, in our culture, we believe that those are blessings. What it means is that COPE is doing the right thing. Don't look at your size, look at the impact that you make. For you to have traveled through this rain, it's a sign of commitment. Nithe noma kanjani sihamba neCOPE yethu. Re tla ijarela COPE ya rona mahetleng a rona mogo. So comrades, as I said, we are almost in time. Let me now call upon the interest groups. First, I must explain. Secretary Hana Lemo, the Congress of the People wants to speak to people who are not COPE members. We don't want to speak to ourselves. We want to tell the people who are not our members. So the groups that I'm going to call here are not representing COPE, but they are representing interest groups. In other words, the comrade that is going to come here to speak on behalf of young people of this country is going to deliver us a message, is going to tell COPE what the challenges are that are facing the youth. What are the youth's aspirations? This person, this individual, Lom to Law, is coming to share a story with us. So I'm going to ask you, comrades, to welcome the representative of the youth with that very same song that says, "Ke tla ijarela COPE ya ka, ka mahetla a ka." Comrade Mo. Ke tla ijara, ke jare. Viva Congress of the People, viva. Comrades, the person that I was speaking about is none other than Siasanga, who is going to represent or tell the story of the youth. She's going to share with us the story of the young people in this country. Comrade Siasanga, the stage is yours.
Mntomtsha, viva! Viva Mntomtsha, viva! Qina Mntomtsha, qina! Qina Mntomtsha, qina! Mr. President, in absentia, members of the Congress National Committee, leaders from various parts of our country, I greet you this morning. I greet you with a swollen heart that carries the cries of young people from all walks of life. I greet you today with a swollen heart, a heart swollen by the concerns and pleas of young people in our country. Dilapha namhlanje bazali, dinibulisa ngenhliziyo ebuhlungu. Inhliziyo enzwa buhlungu zizikhalo zabantu abatsha. Dinibulisa ngenhliziyo ebuhlungu yomntana osasebenzisa ipit toilet ngo-2019. Dinibulisa ngenhliziyo ebuhlungu yomntana otshonileyo kulo pit toilet ngo-2019. I am here today to voice the cries and concerns of our young people. I am here today to voice the cries and concerns of young people from eQwaqwa, from eMotherwell, from northern areas, from all parts of our country where young people still face great adversity. I am here today to voice out the cries and concerns of young people who are still to this day persecuted for the crimes committed by their ancestors. I am here today to voice the cries and concerns of young people from Mitchell's Plain who to this day are still considered not black enough to be our people. It is a great tragedy to be living in 2019 as a young person, knowing that the system has been designed to cripple you. Urhulumente ophetheyo usenzele isystem ayazi ukuba izasikhubaza. Kubhlungu ke ukukhubazeka ungakhubazekanga ngokokudala. Urhulumente esinawo uqala ukukhubaza usesiswini somzali. You are crippled even before you leave the womb. Ubheka esibhedlele umamakho ekuthwele esiswini kungabikho mayeza. Kuthiwa aya mayeza athila wekho. Athi awugqiba urhulumente angakhathali ukuba laa mntu umkhubaza engekazalwa iphi ifuture yakhe, ikamva lakhe lawuphelela phi na. Our government further then goes and cripples us even some more as young people. Abanye abantwana have to walk kilometers to get to school. And by the time they get to school, they are tired. Omnye umka engakhange atye kowabo kubakho kutya. Afike esikolweni kuthiwa hayi zikhona i-feeding schemes, but i-feeding schemes zijike zithathwe ukutya ngootishara. Kubiwe. Kuthi umntana makatye ntoni. You then get to school and you find a system that has been designed to not make you great. Sasimana ukukhala sisithi hayi isystem ye-apartheid yayisenzela uba sikhubazeke singabantu abamnyama kodwa sisakhubazana thina namhlanje. They designed a system of education that ensures that you will never compete, not only in the country, but outside the country, outside the continent. You will never compete because you have a substandard education. Bathi fine, qhuba, sinyamezele. Uzinyamezele zomvula, uzinyamezele unyamezele ilanga, unyamezele ukufundela kwindawo engafani ba ikanti ifundela umntana. Kodwa unyamezele kumane kusithiwa ithemba libulali. Kodwa sikhutyazwa ngurhulumente. Usuke apho kuthiwe kuwe hayi iba no grade 12. Kodwa xa uno grade 12 awufumani umsebenzi. Kunzima nobheka euniversity. Nobuyile euniversity uphinde apho uphinde unyuke elinye iqhina. Ajika urhulumente adlale ngathi. Athi kuwe hayi khona iPWP. Kanti le iPWP kukuthola amaphepha. Ayingomsebenzi ukuthola iphepha. Ayingomsebenzi ukuthola iphepha. Bamane besime emaqongeni besithi bayasinika imisebenzi esingabantu abatsha. Kodwa lo misebenzi ayikho. Kube buhlungu kakhulu xa ungumuntu omtsha ozalwe wayifemale. Kuba kuqale kuthiwe vula imilenze phambi bakuvuleke amathuba. Kuthiwe vula imilenze ukuze ufumane umsebenzi. Kuthiwe vula imilenze ukuze waziwe. Kukhutyaza komuntu omtsha oh. Umuntu omtsha ndlela le akhubazeke ngayo. Sibabona obhuti bethu nosisi bethu behlele ezikoneni. Bayayabula kazazi umuntu ufuna ntoni, akazazi uzawufumana ntoni, akazazi uzakwenza ntoni, kodwa uhleli nje uyayabula. Simana ukuzibuza ba why is the drug rate so high? Why do we have so many alcoholics? Kuthiwa sikhuphe ngantoni stress? Xa unganikwa umsebenzi, unganikwa ndawo kwenza, noba uyazama akho mathuba, noba uyazama akuvuleki uvalekile, funeka ude ube kanti uphethe ikhadi lombutho othile ukuze waziwe. Ntombi usakhubazekile kakhulu. Singabantu abatsha asaneli kuphela ukuthi sifuna imisebenzi, sifuna ukuphangela. Sifuna ukuncediswa nathi sibe ngabantu abakwazi uqesha abantu. It cannot be that to this day, 25 years after our democracy, you still have to carry a card of a certain political party in order to have access to even things that they know themselves are supposed to be provided by the government. Singabantu abatsha sizobhekisa ezo zikhalo kumbutho we-Congress of the People. Sisithi siyathemba ukuba xa betheblisha imanifesto izaba imanifesto ezawuthetha nathi singabantu abatsha. Imanifesto ezakuba sisitshixo for umuntu omtsha. Imanifesto ezakuphuhlisa umuntu omtsha. Sihleli sijongile. Abanye bethu bamane besithi abazukuvota. Sinethemba ke ngoku namhlanje ukuba after i-Congress of the People ibekile imanifesto yayo uzaba mninzi umuntu omtsha ozawuphakamisa uX wakhe awubeke ecangwe igama le-Congress of the People. Kuba kaloku asinalo elinye ithemba singabantu abatsha. Saphelelwa ngamathemba. salibona ithemba lidanisa omakhulu bethu, salibona ithemba lidanisa omama bethu. Ngoku ke sibeka ithemba lethu lokugqibela kwi-Congress of the People. Sisithi namhlanje ukubheka phaa i-Congress of the People ingaqina, ingakhula, kwaye ithethelele wonke umntu waseMzantsi Afrika, irrespective of culture, irrespective of religion, regardless of color, creed, and where you come from. We are putting our faith in the Congress of the People, that young people will be catered for in a Congress of the People government. We are putting our faith in the Congress of the People as young people, with the belief that one day, things will look better. Amandla!
Viva Congress of the People, viva! Viva Congress of the People, viva! I hole cope, I hole. I hole cope, I hole. Hashtag. 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 Comrades, you will remember I said, when it rains, it's a sign of good things to come. So, to show you that it's a sign of good things to come, let us all welcome our religious leaders. Let's welcome our religious leaders. And we need to say to them, you are not late, you are on time. You are not late, you are just on time. You walked in at a time when we were all saying, it's raining out there, and we need to celebrate the rain. We need to celebrate this rain as it's coming down in these heavy storms. But we appreciate it when everybody arrives safe and sound. Now, comrades, I said we did well. We did so well that we were now in time. Now, in the next 25 minutes, the President of the Congress of the People will be here to address the nation. He will be here to come and address South Africans. We have heard from Sia about the plight and the challenges that are facing young people of our country. So we will still continue to hear more. As I call upon Mama Nomvete to come and talk to us about the challenges that are facing our women.
Molweni. Sanbonani. Dumela bana beso. Morning South Africa. Kuye more. Wesasifikile ngempela ngoba sichilo sathi siyeza. You know, it's so good to be here, but let me start by greeting our leadership here, the members of the Congress National Committee, our president in absentia, the members of this province, that is the CPC, members of the constituencies, leaderships from all different provinces that are gathered here today. And ndizabe ndiphazama kakhulu kungabulisi abonyawontle. Siyabulela bafundisi nabomama. Singayintoni ngaphandle kwenu, izwi lenkosi malibongwe. Now, let's come to into edlumzi. We are the Congress of the people. What does that mean? Ithetha ntoni leyo nto? Ithetha ukuba lento singayo namhlanje apha eyabantu. Ayo yam, ayo yaka president, ayo yaka so and so comrade so and so eyabantu. Now, as the Congress of the people, sibonile kuba kwinto enhle ukuba silandele umgaqo siseko wezwe lethu, which is the South African Constitution. That South African Constitution yona esilathisayo ukuba singabantu basemzansi intoni efuneka siyenzile, intoni efuneka singayenzanga. But unfortunate enough, kulo hulumeni ophetheyo emveni kweminyaka 825 besihola siloku sinethemba ukuba hayi ke namhlanje nakuthi izawunetha ngenye imini. Kuyacaca ukuba it's becoming from bad to worse, day in, day out. Why am I saying this? Kutheni bazali nithetha kanje? Ndithanda ukuba emotional xa ndifika kuleyo ndawo. Ngoba uye ube nethemba kuba xa kukhona umuntu wako kwenu okufutshane nezinto ofuneka zize kuwe, hayi noko uyakhululeka ube sure ukuthi hayi kucaka kuba nathi namhlanje uThixo usikhumbulile. Kanti sithetha the opposite. Sithetha the opposite in a way that now ababantu, they are working against the very same constitution that they signed and agreed upon as leadership. Umgaqo siseko lo wezwe lako kwethu uthetha straight ngaphandle kuba ube usayodinga ukuba uhumshelwe ucaciselwe uhamba ukubeka endaweni uthi ke all South Africans leyo nto banelungelo bonke abantu basemzansi kwimpilo, banelungelo abantu basemzansi kuzinto ezingamalungelo wabo ze baphile impilo ebhetela. Singomama ba Congress of the People sithi thina ke asiyiboni leyo nto isenzeka. We are not yet uhuru. Asikakhululeki, asikafinyeleli endaweni befanele sibe kuyo ngoba sisakhethwa, sisabandlululwa, sisabizwa ngamagama. You know, we are being called names ngoba singomama. Asonwabanga kuleyo ndawo, we are not happy at all. Sithi ke singomama sinendlela lula yokuba singazenzela izinto ngezandla zethu ngoba asikhubazekanga engqondweni, asikhubazekanga emzimbeni. Now siswela nje indlela lula yokuba sinikwe i-channels, sinikwe indlela zokuba sizenzele. Uyazi umuntu ongumama ekhayeni uyena olungiselelayo ukuba kuzawutyiwa ntoni namhlanje apha endlini. Uyena in most cases noma utata anganemali engakanani, but umama is there. Maybe I can say as an administrator. But it doesn't really mean that he's just an administrator, mhlambi ngendlela kuba mhlambi uqeshiwe mhlambi uyi-girl or uyisisebenzi salapha ekhaya. We partner in that very same institution, which is the home. I'm talking the smaller home now, emakhaya ezindlini zethu. Now it goes up. It goes up to the bigger home, which is the community. And it goes further in the biggest home, which is our country. But we as women, we need to be given that chance. We need to be given those opportunities to exercise our rights that were given unto us as part of the citizens of this country, to be part of each and every decision making in government, to be part of each and every decision making in our society. But that is not happening. We still see that we are being set aside. We have been given second best. We have been given the option, we have been given as an option in most cases. Okay, Congress of the People, the constitution yayo, elandela i-constitution yethu ye-country, dinethemba lokuba nayo ifakazelana nayo kuba we need.
I just want to, comrade, just hold on. Comrade, if somebody knows here that is driving a red car, can you just move it so that we can be able to allow the president to come nearer? Yeah,
now we say, I've heard the phrase saying fresh start here. We say South Africa needs a fresh start as the women in this organization, which is Congress of the People. Due to corruption tendencies in our present government, we encourage each and every human being in our country to vote with his or her head, not his or her stomach. Ngoba sifuna ukuguqula izinto so that i-constitution yezwe lethu ihambe njengoba beyithiwa kuba izawuhamba ngelihlobo, and then sikwazi ukuba sibe no government alright, onganamanyofonyofo, onganamagingxigingxi, for the sake of the future of our children and our grandchildren. Otherwise, one day, abantwana bethu bayosibuza ukuthi, where were you? Namazukulwana bethu bayosibuza ukuthi naniphi niyekelela izinto zihamba ngale ndlela. So your vote is in your hand. The change is esandleni sakho ukuthi sikhuthazane ukuba sivote ngendlela efanelekileyo. Sikwazi ukuba sibe ne fresh start. Ndiyabulela bomama, ingase uThixo anganika sibindi sabo mama basemandulo eBhayibhelini, abo Esther nabo Hannah. You must start your own small businesses. You must start your own cooperatives. Amen. You must do something for yourselves. Niyeke kujonga ku grant le esibhanqayo. And again, our borders, we are having a serious issue. We are having a serious issue ngama borders wethu, because the foreign nationals comes in and come babhanqe abantwana bethu nabo sister bethu babenze ngathi bayabathanda. At the end of the day, this country is going nowhere, because we'll end up being like those other countries that I won't mention their names. And then this will be famine and strife. I thank you.
Francois, can you come quickly? You remember I said you have only 2 minutes to represent business. Because you are a business person, you will know how to budget on 2 minutes.
morning, my equals. Good morning, my equals. Good morning, my equals. I greet you with love in my heart this morning. Cope can and cope will. I'll repeat, cope can and cope will. South Africa is one of the greatest nations on this planet. We have done what no other country and nation has been able to do with success. The vision that was entrenched in culture, policy, and daily life throughout many years was set aside in one sweep. War, colonialization, and occupation of over 2,000 years made way for a new nation of superior citizens. We are unique. Other countries like Ireland, Israel, etc. still study what we did and are still unable to do the same. Yet what was started was quickly hampered to immediately start restoring division, poverty, and hate to regain power. Much of the work of our generations or two ago is undone today, and most South Africans are either divided or simply not part of the system, part of being a full-blown citizen. Our wealth is given away, and our pride is trampled upon. If you walk into any store today or drive on the road, it's obvious this place belongs to another nation. Not a Zulu, not Afrikaner, not a Xhosa, not even any of the Khoisan. We are all still colonized. This land is your land, but this land is also mine, our land. If you are born of this land, then you are an African like all of us. Yes, your skin color might be different of that of your neighbor, but that is none of your mistake, neither that of your parents. South Africa is part of the collective Africa which needs unification. There should be no room to stereotype people according to race because of the past or of the future's sake, as this is currently dividing South Africa and Africa as a whole, and will continue to do so if no action is taken. Cope can and cope will. Cope can and cope will. Hamansla! Indeed, we are playing right into the hands of those who've manipulated us as a third force from behind the unseen curtain, which includes the World Bank, the IMF, and the previous Anglo powers. The likes of those who fund certain parties in this country and Africa as a whole with their hidden agendas. And we are marioneted not to see it, but rather to see each other as enemies. The Freedom Charter laid down a requirement that the people shall govern, for the people, by the people. All people. And not just a small elite. This showed the wisdom of the leaders of that time, like Mr. Ministerial. This changed everything that needs to be changed in Africa. People must enjoy the power to make important decisions. People investment or involvement is the key to safe, secure, and prosperous society for all South Africans. Let me just end off by the following. I'm going to cut short the speech. Fellow South Africans, my equals, we ask you to walk with us. We commit ourselves in the presence of you all South Africans. COPE is not simply looking for votes for the sake of immediate powers. COPE pledges that we will be honest and accountable, and will be trained to efficient and responsive. COPE pledges to eradicate corruption by promoting transparency and openness and holding officials to account. COPE pledges to improve healthcare, manage administration professionally, run clinics, and serve all. May God protect our people in cause secular Africa. COPE can, COPE will.
Comrades, let me, that important moment is almost there. So I'm going to request that we sing a song in order to usher the president into the hall, whilst Comrade Eric Mohlapa-Maswi is going to give us the history of this party and as well as introduce the president to all South Africans. Comrades, even I'm standing here. I don't know what to do, whether to sit down or sleep. Yeah, comrades, I can see by Fagi petrol on up, but anyway, with that energy, can we give Comrade Eric a moment to tell you the story of the Congress of the People? And in that line, he will then usher in the President of the Congress of the People. Eric.
Long live Congress of the People, long live. Long live. Long live Congress of the People, long live. Long live. Amanda! Amanda! Rairata Congress of the People, Rairata! Comrades, it has never been easy for Congress of the People. It has never been an easy ride to be a member of Congress of the People. But we stand here in confidence, celebrating that we survived 10 turbulent years. We stand here today to say, after the formation of Congress of the People in 2008, we have made it. There are those challenges that as Congress of the People that we came across, and we were like a lion. Sorry, Tebo, can I have your watch? We were like a lion. When you see a lion with scars, you count the number of scars that you see at the particular lion. Some will see it as a victim. But what I see in that lion is, it has been victorious. It survived. Those scars are the scars that shows victory. Congress of the People, since its formation in 2008, there are some of the people who thought that Congress of the People is dead. They even go out and write our obituary. But we proved to them to say, Cope Iapin. I must tell you that what we are saying today is supported by literatures, wherein we have Brooke Tuckman, who speaks about the 4 stages of group development. And he tells you about formation, the forming stage. He tells you about the norming stage, and he tells you about the performing stage. And if you look at those stages, Congress of the People went through those stages. We were formed as Congress of the People. We formed Congress of the People. And during our formation of Congress of the People, it hasn't been an easy ride. People lost lives. People lost their jobs. People's business collapsed. They even went to an extent of sending moles to come and make sure that they kill Congress of the People. Can I? You can get seated. Thank you very much. I hereby, comrades, inform you that because of the hard times that we encountered, COPE is now performing. And then we hereby introduce to you the man who survived, the man who led COPE, Comrade Musiwa Patrick Lukota, to come and address you.
Comrades, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Molweni, my comrade, molweni, my equal. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. More friends and colleagues. Ya le dumedisa baeso dithaga le babanyane. I must pass a special greeting to the religious order. It's always a very special thing to have religious people and representatives amongst us. It always reminds me, certainly, that it takes a small number of people to change the world. And the greatest example in history is how that Jesus Christ took 12 individuals and went out into the world and transformed the biggest part of the world into the order of Christianity, an army of men and women that strive for justice for all. So maybe we might look like we are few, but we are the majority. We are the majority because although we look few today, the majority of the people of our country want freedom, they want justice, they want peace, they want love for each other. That is what we are about. So I'm very proud of the fact that we look few, but actually we are much bigger in numbers than this. You wait and watch as we move into the future. Today, as a nation, we find ourselves at a crossroads, facing the gravest crisis our country has ever known. The promises and hopes for a democracy rooted in constitutionalism and the rule of law was derailed when a bloodless coup occurred in this country, removing a legitimate president and one who was focused on the constitutional route on which we were traveling. Since then, our country has gone from pillar to post, uncertain, no clarity as to where it was going, and that is what has landed our country in this crisis at this time. We are sitting with a huge backlog of lack of housing, a national debt that we can only struggle to pay the interest on. The levels of tension and hatred. We are governed by people who have broken their oaths of office, and they are a threat. We united our nation at Codesa and we said, we are one people. There's a common citizenship, but we are led today by someone who tells us They are going to take property from others and give it to what they call their people. And we don't know now what happened to the constitution President Mandela signed for us at Sharpeville, which said there's a common South African citizenship. And every one of us is entitled to the same rights, privileges, and benefits of citizenship. But that is not all. We enshrined in our constitution at CODESA that no one shall be deprived of their property, because all of us, united in our diversity, are owners of this common land. Now, at the head of our nation is an individual who swore allegiance to that constitution, but who then says, some of us are his people, others are not. After swearing to uphold that constitution, that is the message. Now we understand that even our Reserve Bank will be nationalized. In fact, at the moment, we don't know whether we are going as a nation or going backwards, because these things are in contradiction not only of the Constitution, but they are in contradiction even with the declared intentions of parts of the rulers of our country. But this moment is a great moment, for it gives us an opportunity in a short space of time. We must go and make a choice. We must go and make a choice whether we will be governed by men and women of substance, who are trustworthy, who, when they say to us that they are going to do something, they will do that something. We do not need scoundrels who will come and say to us, we are going to do this for you, and then do exactly the opposite, either that day or the following day. South Africa needs a fresh start. When President Mandela came out of jail after 27 years, and many of us shorter years, when he said to us, a better life for all, you saw him taking action step by step to try and achieve that. When he took the oath of office and declared that he would not only respect, uphold the Constitution, but also maintain it, he did precisely that. Even when his opponents challenged him to go and appear before the court, he looked at what the Constitution said, and he went to court and did exactly what the Constitution required him to do. Now that is the kind of quality of men and women in our nation, and there are many of them. I can see quite a lot here as I look, even here. But we have come here, let me announce, we have come here as humble men and women. We have come here not as VIPs, very important people. We are not very important people. Do you know who are the very important people of this society? It is you, the people. You, the people, are the VIPs. You pay the tax, you employ us, you send us to go and represent you in government. You vote for us. We go there to do what you want, not what we fancy ourselves to be. So we will not go to government to go and take your money and fill our pockets. We are going to go there. We are going to go to government. We will be more than pleased to receive what you pay us as our salaries. And that is what we will use for ourselves. But all of the other budget must address the needs of you, the people. All of the other budget must look and make sure you have houses, your children have got school, critical. Your children must go to school. We are not going to go there to build mansions for ourselves. So we have come here humbly to request you, with your vote, to employ us to go and work for you faithfully, honestly, and reliably. Please look at us again. And look at our track record since our inception. In 2008, COPE has consistently made a call for leaders who respect the Constitution. They deviated and deviated. We kept telling you, these are not leading you the right route because they are not following the Constitution of our country. In the meantime, we clung to the Constitution. We bound ourselves to the dictates of the Constitution of our country. And today we have come to repeat and to remind you that we are still committed to the Constitution as the late President Mandela and others taught us. And we come with younger ones and so on, all of us committed to service your needs in this way. And now let me make a short announcement. We made a promise to you. If you vote for us, the government of the Congress of the People will and can return the country to constitutional rule. I say, if you do, the government of the Congress of the People will and can promote, protect and uphold the Constitution vigorously and without fear or favor. The government of the Congress of the People will make sure that members of the executive and other spheres of government are made to honor their oath of office. In the government of the Congress of the People, those who take oath of office, the oath of our nation, and think they can do as they please, will find themselves behind bars, they'll find themselves before the courts, and they will be punished for lying to the people. And I say, those who take the oath of office to be loyal to the Republic, to respect the Constitution. And when we sing the national anthem, we'll sit down and ridicule that. We'll find them in deep trouble. Those who will preach hatred between one South African and the other, or threaten to kill others, will find themselves not just rejects in our society, they will pay the price and they'll be locked away for rehabilitation purpose. The government of the Congress of the People will make sure that our electoral laws are aligned more closely to the Constitution in order for the direct election of the president, premiers, and mayors of towns and cities to take place. For the electoral system to accommodate constituency-based representation in all spheres of government, and to allow for individuals to contest national and provincial elections. In other words, we are saying to you, the Congress of the People's Government will make sure that political power is put back in your own hands, that you choose who you want to send to Parliament, and when such people do not perform as what you want, you may recall them and elect others. Power to the people. We are not happy, we are completely unhappy with the fact that today you vote for a political party, for a group of men and women. Whether they are honest or what, you don't know. They meet secretly somewhere, and then they decide for you who must be your president. Whether they steal money or not, you are helpless, you can't remove them, you can't stop them. And they become a gang that stick together and protect each other as they abuse you, your money, and all of that. We want power, we will put power, and we can. If you vote for us, we can put power in your hands so that you elect the men, the women you want. That is what our forebears promised. They said, the South Africa of the future, the people shall govern. You are not governing today. Today, political parties, small groups are governing. You are given a chance to vote for this one or vote for that group. And then when they get to power, they forget about you in Danzani, they forget about you in Soweto, they forget about you wherever you are, and do their thing. They enjoy themselves. We will change that, and we can change it if you give us the power to do so. And let me say this as well. The Cope government can and will eradicate corruption and eliminate any other attempts to capture the state. We are talking directly about these issues. Public service will be reviewed. We will review the public service. You see, all these people that you are being told have taken your money and built security fences around their houses. I asked one of them the other day, this is Intanga, kutheni niyeba imali yabantu niyakha ama security fencing around indlu zenu nibalekela ntoni? Saphuma etulongweni savulelwa, ngoku kutheni niyakha amatulongwe apho nihlala khona nivaleleke ematulongweni? Niyenzeni le enoyikayo uba nizayibethelwa? Uba thina lezi ndlunyana zenu sakungena nakula ma-security saweqa phezulu singene sinukhuphe ngapho nizoxela ebantwini uba naniyenzani ngemali yabo le eniyakha ama-fence ngayo. Bakhona nalapha kwezi ndawo. So those who've been stealing your money and building, fencing themselves in and all of that, in the government of the Congress of the People, we are going to go into those security fences. We are going to take them out of there. They must come and explain themselves to you. They must come and explain themselves to you, the people. Why do they steal your money? That is what the government of the Congress of the People will do for you. We must be and we are going to be very systematic about these issues. The first thing is to free you, the people. The first thing is to get rid, to clean government, to give you clean government by getting all of these thieves who are busy stealing your monies and making themselves millionaires and billionaires. If we send somebody to government, wearing this T-shirt or this emblem, we send them because we believe that they are going to do what we are saying. If they do the opposite of this, we will bring them to you and say, this one is one of those scoundrels that promised you and us is going to work for you. Now we have discovered that this scoundrel has been messing up. When we started to clean the ranks, even in the ranks of the party, I promise you, you will have clean government, which is what we want to give you. I want to go a bit further. As we sit here, I told you, our country is in deep debt. Sikweleta imali eninzi. Goguge, sesitholile. We have now discovered how that came about. These people have been, that you elected, trusting them, believing in them, have taken all your money and they have done all the things that you see at the Zondo Commission. Now, what we are going to do for you is the following. We are going to go after them. We are going to get information out of them into their account where they took this money, and we'll go and get it. Because our objective is to make sure that we give you what President Mandela promised you, and in our name, he said, we want a better life for all. We want you to get a better life for all of you. Nindivile ababemamele i-TV ndise parliament I said in Parliament the other day, I was invited to join the gravy train of theft and corruption, to join the Busasa train. You get SASA bits and pieces. I was invited to join the Busasa luxury train. So I waited over the weekend, and then when the time came for the debates, I had very short time. I was only given 3 minutes. They always give me very little time, 3 minutes. So you are giving me a bit more time so I can tell you this. So I went there now, and I thought I have to use my 3 minutes very importantly. And then I was called to go and speak. Now, the rules are like this. If the president of the country has made a statement, when he's talking and you are replying, all of us reply, he's got to be there so that he can hear what this one replied, what that one replied. But strangely, when I stood up and I went to speak and I got there, and I looked, there was nobody in the president's seat. I said, no. The president invited me and asked me to go with him on a journey. I need to reply, but now I can't reply if he is not here. No, you must speak. Speak now. I said, no. Who am I answering now? If the president is not there, no. And then when I answered, I said no, because after some time, he came back. Wherever he had gone, I don't know. But when he came back, I then said, no, sir. I heard your invitation loud and clear. But that's an invitation to go the Busasa route. Now, I made my choice long time ago. When opportunity was there, I chose to walk the road of the people of our country who were oppressed, who were poor, who had nothing. The vast majority of them are still in Khayelitsha. They are still in Soweto. They are in the townships, poor, Mitchell's Plain, and so on. My choice, sir, is farewell, go well. Enjoy the Busasa billions, and so on. I will go out of the townships when I go out with the masses of the people of our country whose money is in the Busasa train, but they have no houses, their children have no school, they are hungry, the hospitals are without pills. Some of them are dropped on the streets of Soweto and other townships to die without medicines, without care. We have taken a decision. Where you sleep under the subways, will be there with you. Where you have no food, we will not eat. Sikhuliswe ngesintu. Akutyiwa kubekwa isitya apha inyama nani kuthiwe bafana ityani apha. Sifike sihlabe ngamadolo phansi sithathe ufake emlonyeni. Uthathe ufake emlonyeni. Sitye sonke. Akulanjwa silamba sonke. We will not move and walk our own road. If you are going to build security fencing, don't build for yourself alone. Build for the people. Let all of us be part of that security. Why do you want security only for yourself? Why do you want bodyguards only for yourself? What about us, the people? What about us, the people? So a COPE government will insist that we must build a growing and inclusive economy so that if there is prosperity, it must be a prosperity for all the people of South Africa. And so, once again, please remember that we will provide that security. We are going to look after you first and foremost because you employ us, you pay us to do what you need for yourself and for your children. This government, if you are going to give us this opportunity, will be a government that will look after all of your children. We want to give education to all your children. And please listen to me. We will not choose the color of skin of the children. We will not choose the children that live in the suburbs and so on. No. All of the children, all of them, we want them in the schools. They must be educated, all of them, so that when they come of age, whether they were born in shacks, in Danzani, in Mlazi, all of them, we want them in the schools. You know what? Many of those children that are born in the shacks, are geniuses. Very many of them. Please, you must believe me. They are geniuses, but we, this government of the Congress of the People, will and can uncover them. We put them in the schools, give them the best teachers, give them the necessary facilities and so on, and let them flourish. The Constitution says we want to unleash the potential of every child. You think, because your children are poor and they don't have proper, you think that they are not intelligent. No. They will learn, they will pass, and they will take you out of umjondolo wako and put you in a proper house in years to come. We don't want to take anybody's money. No. We are going to take your tax money. If need be, we are going to ask the business sectors of our country to please allow us to add additional tax ring-fenced for education of children. I promise you. We will not go and fetch Chinese to come and work here or anybody from other countries. We want your children. We want your children to go to school, to learn the skills and all of that. We want your children to then take advantage of building this country and make it the land of dreams that we lay in the prisons of Robben Island and other parts of the country, dreaming of the day when your children will be building cars, will be building their own pick and pays, and will be doing all of these things, expanding the size of the economy of our country. If we don't change the children of our country, if we don't train them and educate them, we will have failed in the task of making them agents of transformation. We want them to be there. This government of the Congress of the People can and will transform your children into outstanding business people, top-class legal brains. They will be civil engineers. There will be anything you can imagine. We'll open the ways for them to go in and say to them, please fulfill, unleash your potential and work for your people so that tomorrow your parents can walk out of their shacks with you to the homes you shall have built, and there spend the last of the days of their lives, knowing full well that never again will be generations of South Africans who will return to the squalor, to the backwardness, to the poverty conditions that we ourselves grew up in under apartheid. Siyathetha ke ngoku. Asinamali, but nina ninemali. Nini any battle ivat. Yabona le mali nikhokha you say is VAT. VAT xa nithenga nje impahla. Imali yenu le eyapha kuthi eParliament. Sifike pha siyabe ukuthi niyenzele imisebenzi. Xa bayifumana ifika apha kubo bayitya. Ningayiboni ubayiphelelele. Sobe apha kuthi. Sobe iyenzeke lonto apha kuthi. Now, kukho ke into enjene enzakalayo. Umhlaba abantu emazweni siqhubekela phambili. Sekukho ke into entsha namhlanje. Kuthiwa hayi mawethu. Niyalibona ilanga elilapha phezulu. Nali liphumile manje. I-electricity siyithatha nje mahala phaya. Ihleli pha i-electricity apha elanga eli. I-electricity yamahala sinikwe ngumdali. Ulwazi lalonto likhona. Abantwana benu ke bazosebenza ke manje bayandise ke lento ethatha leyanto le ifakwe endlini. The government of the Congress of the People can and will. The government sininike i-electricity mahala. Ndiyaxela ke ngoku. Ndize ngamabomu apha kule ndawo. Ndiyaxela ke ngoku sizawuyithatha sininike bese sithini kuni. Hayi ningayibhatareli lina. Thathani ugesi electricity nathi. Sifuna inye into esifuna kuni. Nisebenzise le electricity. Niyenze imisebenzi enifuna ukuyenza. Bese nibhadale nje i-tax qha. Tax nje qha. Niyandiva? We want to give you and we will give you free electricity. Ilibaleni, you must forget about ESCOM. Abantu who are busy with that ESCOM, but bazama ukuyivuselela. Bafuna ke sibasha umlilo ngokhuni apha phansi ukuze sikhuphe i-electricity phaya. Ngoku bayenza lonto because banama shares phaya bazama ukuthi hayi ilunge and imali yethu iphelele phaya yonke. Ngoku ke bayekeni apho sishiya lapho lonto siwudonse omnye u-electricity ukhipha apha emanzini olwandle omnye sokhupha apha emoyeni siza kuninika ndinixelela ngesintu ningathi asimvanga kahle bekweteza isilungu. So we will give you, we will create these conditions. We will create these conditions, the Congress of the People. We will create these conditions. I'm not talking about yesterday. Ndakhula nami sasihamba siyolanda on said draw kuye dang on said the fire of tomorrow you will get from the sun, and you'll cook from it, and you'll eat, and you live much better, easier. You will not have to be black. You know, coal make you very, very black and all of that. Leave the coal. Leave the coal. Get it from the sun and do those things. The government of the Congress of the People can and will make it possible for the people of our country. Now I want to tell you something which has been discussed quite a lot until now. Akho mntu ozophucwa into zakhe. Akakho. You know, kukho abantu bandithetha kakubi apha xa bahamba phakathi kwethu bathi no. Uthi ulikota masinganikwa mhlaba. Ulikota uthi ikhophi singanikwa mhlaba. Mandinixeleleke. Ndiza kunixelela ngeXhosa because oComrade Mandela bandixelela lento ngeXhosa. Notata uzizi wayesuka apha eGcuwa. uComrade uGovani Mbeki bandixelela ngeXhosa ke basithi hayi apha mhla saphuma apha uba asinawuphuma thina apha mhla saphuma apha abantu baseSouth Africa iSouth Africa izabe sezandleni zabo bonke esiqithini bathi ke mfokalikota siyakuva uthi waluka ngoku apha kukho apha uzoluka apha ngoku apha siyakulukisa ke ngoku bathi asinakuphuma apha kungavunywanga ukuthi iSouth Africa yonke izwe lethu yaqonda ba hey kushushu ke ngoku daphuma hayi iSouth Africa daphinde. But now we say to you, this constitution you have, lumthetho wesisekelo uninike wonke umhlaba wethu. Nifunde section 1. It is the Republic of South Africa is one sovereign democratic state. Ithetha ani lonto? Ithetha uba ke ayisekho into ekuthiwa yiTranskei. Ayisekho into ekuthiwa yiQwaqwa. Ayisekho into ekuthiwa i-colored stand or colored preferential area. The whole South Africa ikhaya lethu sonke. Ibisithi ke mayisuka lapho ithi there's a common South African citizenship. And all citizens have the same rights, privileges, and benefits of citizenship. Sanokuthi xa nifunda i-constitution niyoyiqala le ku-section 25. Kufana nokuthi xa uzofunda iBhayibhile uyoqala le ku-Ezaya. iBhayibhile iqala kuGenesi. Kukhona uzohamba ke uye le. Into yokuqala siye etulongweni maqabani. We went to jail. African section was confined to 13% of South Africa's land surface. Section 1 of the Constitution we signed sibuya eRobben Island. Yile ethi iSouth Africa sekuyikhaya lethu sonke sidibene nabo bonke namabhulu nabantu sipha kodwa sasibaninzi kunabo. Sabhala ke phaya ukuthi iSouth Africa sekuyikhaya lethu sonke ungahlala naphina xa ufika eFreystata akunamuntu uzoxela uba no awuzalelwanga lapha hamba eTranskei ayikho lonto Xa ufuna ukuyaka eThekwini hamba. Xa ufuna ukuya le ePampierstad eNorthern Cape hamba. You have a right in this country anywhere. Sinithengisephi. So uma sithi umbuso unemvume, government can take land and redistribute it. Kodwa uma uphuca umuntu into yakhe mnike intwana leyo emsula inyembezi, because asifuni ukuphindela emva kuyochitheka igazi kwakhona. We don't want that. And but that compensation ayinawukhokhwa nini, izawukhokhwa umbuso. So you can go anywhere, you'll get that. Section 26, nivumelekile ukuthola indawo naphi Cape Town anywhere. Xa ufuna uwakha phaya uye kumasipala uthi no, nanti Section 26 ndinika ilungelo lami ndifuna ukuba uwakha indlu yami apha. You get it. The Congress of the People, we are constitutionalists. Sikholelwe ku-constitution. So ayikho into esizoyivumela ukuthi ingenzeki ibaliwe pha ku-constitution. Uba unelungelo eKroonstad, unelungelo eMafikeng, you can stay anywhere you want to stay, and we will do that. So the government of the Congress of the People will transform and transform. And we will make sure that we secure property rights. When we do that, we will be attracting investors from abroad. We will be persuading investors in our country. They must invest their money in this country. When they invest money in this country, there will be large numbers of jobs created. You and your children will have jobs and you will go into work. And when that happens, the economy expands. And when the economy expands, there's more and better life for everybody. We will do more than just that. You see this money that we give, this SASA money, this grants and so on. The people will still be given that money. We will have money for that. But we are not going to let you sit in the township up. Sakuninika umsebenzi. Abanye benu nishanyele pha edropeni. Nikhole. Singaniki mahala, imali mahala ukuthi nihlale nithenge iquba leli ndiyalibala igama lalo kuthiwa ngesixhosa. We are not going to give you money sitting at home every day, you doing nothing. We must give you jobs. We must give you money, because when you work, you develop self-respect, dignity. When you earn your money, I'll ask him for favors, and that you got your own money, you earn it, and you work like this. Comrades, we must not be shy to learn from our history. We must not be shy to learn from our history. A little earlier, up in South Africa, there were many people that were extremely poor, but I tell you more about abantu laba esithi abantu abamhlophe. And abasimhlophe abantu bebhala bonke. Nathi kodwa ke mandiyeke le. Abo bantu babenikwa nabo inkamnkam. Inkamnkam is pension, ne? No, not pension. I want to say grants. Imali le engama grants. That money is money whether you are old or not, you get it. But they were given work. Ukuthi kawulungise apha esikoleni bamnike imali akhole uba uclean isikole. Because umuntu ohleli ekhaya maqabani not working, nimnike imali. Kumele ayothenga utywala, asele utywala, ahlale asele utywala. Umsebenzi wakhe ukusela utywala. No, makaye emsebenzini. Makaye emsebenzini. Xa kupheli iveke, simbadala imali ukuthi usebenze iveke. Atye ngemali ayisebenzeleyo. you give that person dignity. In a short space of time, we will be educating your children. Children cannot be expected to they must pay school fees because they have not yet started working. Why do we want to say children must pay school fees when they have not yet started working? The day they are old, the day they are working, they will pay school fees of their children. Today, the government of the Congress of the People will pay the school fees. You be given the jobs. If you don't have jobs, you pay your tax to the government. From that tax, we'll take money, school fees. Uma ishorta, sinamaqhinga wethu esiwayenza, siyithole leyo mali, labantwana bafale bafunde, noma usele utywala nje ungakwazi ukusebenza, then sizamkhulisa lo mntwana. Mhla ekhulile yena, akanawuba umthwalo wethu, because we will have educated the child. So I say again, you must really understand that we are talking about solving these problems that you are looking at in your daily life. You can see the problems you are faced with. And I want to say to the children, the youth that are here, you must support the government of the Congress of the People. Nina bantwana, Nina ma students, please, you must support the Congress of the People and vote for us. But let me tell you one thing. The government of the Congress of the People can and will give you money to go to school. And I say to you, you must go to school. Ninga yeskoleni niyojongana namankazana laphana. Nifunde. I know what I'm talking about. Ninga yeskoleni niyogeza phaya. Nifunde. Lendo yokuthi nishiza ama university, nichiza ikolo. You will not have an excuse to burn universities and burn libraries, because we will be giving you money to go to class and study. Lendo leyokushiza ikolo kwathini and so on. Tina, before apartheid iphela, we did not have the voice in government. We could not go to the government and say, we want education. They locked us up, they beat us up. You will not get that chance, because we'll give you money to go to school. And if you have a problem, you must come and explain to us what is your problem. But make sure you have thought yourself out very thoroughly, because thousands nile siza kutholela amaqhinga amanye sikulungise. You must study, and you must study. We don't want you passing with 30% or 20%. You understand? You will pass more than 60%. You must study. Most studies are sebenza. Why can't you get 60%? Why can't you get 70%? Why can't you get 80%? So you must go and study. Ni vote Congress of the People. Kodwa nibe niyazi uba mhla safika pha embusweni ubunxila buzophela apha emastradweni. Buzophela ubunxila apha emastradweni. So I speak with confidence. Here is the leadership of the Congress of the People from across the country. And we say here that the Congress of the People government will make sure that South Africans are fully engaged in a responsible process of life and of administration of the affairs of the nation. That people, whether living in the rural areas or urban areas, will be treated and given appropriate attention. Now, let me say, I'm almost at my end. Let me say something. All of us, the whole lot of us, we are South Africans. Ndiva. Singama South Africa. Mna ndithetha iSuthu ekhaya. Kodwa andingumSuthu. I'm a South African. Anisibiza nina uba nithetha isiXhosa nami ndiyasithetha kaloku isiXhosa. Nithi ningamaXhosa. Ndithi mna hayi ningama South Africa. Singama South Africa sonke. Kukhona omunye umngani wami pha eParliament uPieter Groenewald. Uthanda ukundixelela ubana yena eke sa Afrikaner en ek sê vir hom, my man, jy is nie reg hier. Ek is ook Afrikaner. Wat maak jou Afrikaner? Man, ek praat Afrikaans, ek sê ek praat ook Afrikaans, my man. Nami ndiyathetha Afrikaans. Ndingum South Africa. Le nto yoba singama South Africa maqabane ayinicacele apha ezingqondweni. Xa ufuna uphuma apha uyodlala ibhola nelinye izwe iEngland, abathi ukuthi badlala namaXhosa, bathi badlala nama-South Africa. Xa uhamba uya kuma-Olympic Games, akumenywa abeSuthu. Xa bamema abeSuthu bayithumela i-invitation elisuthu eMaseru. abeSuthu baselisuthu. Apha singama-South Africa. So xa basimema apha babhala pha South Africa, you are invited. And umntu lo othetha isiZulu naye angeke ayithole i-invite ethi simema amaZulu azodlala apha kule Olympic Games. Bathi sifuna ama-South Africa nize apha. So even when you form the national teams and all of that, please forget about these things you call quotas. You must say, who are the best soccer right in this nation? If you are going to play rugby, who are the best 7 rugby players of South Africa? Bayahamba bayosmele. It's not a joke. Comrades, we became South Africans in 1910. The British, who brought us together, Umndiya, Usukendiya, Philippine, from the Philippine Islands, from wherever you came from, they went to their parliament and they declared, from today on, that country is called the Union of South Africa. In 1961, the National Party said, no, we have changed our name. They said we are the Republic of South Africa. The borders remained the same. In 1994, we said we are the Republic of South Africa, this time not governed only by whites, governed by all of us. We are one government, we have the same rights, all of us vote. So because you have the right to vote, because we want that right for you to vote, we were part of that struggle. Hambani niyosivotela sizokwazi ukuphatha izinto zenu. Siniyenze abantu enifanele nibe bona. Ndithi ke mna ngigqibezela ndifuna ukuthi nikhumbuze amagama akamufi uNelson Mandela uma ethi sorry, let me just get this quickly. Umayethetha Rivonia trial ebona ukuthi mhlambe uzawunqunywa, ebona ukuthi kufike imini mhlambe le yamini esingayithandiyo sonke mhlambe ifikile, wathi uComrade uMandela umufi safika sakhulela pha kuye sisitya inkobe esifundisa ke wathi ndiyaxolisa mane ndiyasokola apha ngoku manintsana la maphepha ya wathi ke uComrade uMandela (1964) Rivonia trial. During the Rivonia trial, he says, during my lifetime, I have dedicated myself to this struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal for which I have to live, I have lived, and it is one I hope to live and achieve. But if need be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. Niyeniveke kusithiwa no iCope ithanda amabhulu, ithanda iAfriforum, ithi comrades, Steve of Mayor, comrades, sathi sisendleleni yenkululeko, sadibana nabantu abamhlophe, Bram Fisher, Dons, he was doing life. Emhlophe umlungu elwela ukuthi sinikwe amalungelo alingana nabo bonke abantu. Endleleni eya enkululekweni ndake ndadibana nensizwa yalapha Eastern Cape, uStephen Bantu Biko, owathi engumholi wethu emise i-organization kuthiwa i-South African Students Organization, SASO, wathi kuthi SASO believes that South Africa is a country in which both black and white live and shall continue to live. Sadibana no Dennis Goldberg, ebekade emangalelwe noMandela edonsa, suffering so that we must have equal rights with whites. Dr. Beyers Nodi enamba abafundisi bakuthi bazomazi. Wagxothwa abantu bakubo, Afrikaners kicked him out of their church and kicked him out of his community because Beyers Nodi was struggling so that we, black sections must enjoy the same rights as what white people. And he said, I cannot have rights. I cannot live in this country comfortably when my black counterparts are not allowed to enjoy the same rights. Helen Suzman, some of you have heard about her, was the one member, she was the only member, woman member of parliament in Cape Town. She used, almost every year, she crossed and went to Robben Island to look at the conditions in which we lived. Kudliwa inkobe phaya. Singavunyelwanga ubisi. Kuthiwa no only abanye kodwa hayi thina. Esilwa ezo zinto. Our conditions improved. But some of our comrades died. They died because the food we were eating was not very healthy. Today, ndifuna unixelela indaba ke wathi uComrade Mandela, Terra, niyakhula mfundini. Nize ningathi mhla sifike enkululekweni. Ningayilibali intoba kukho abantu abamhlophe nazo zonke inhlanga zase-South Africa abebelana nathi, bewela nathi, belamba nathi, babhanga uba sibe namalungelo alinganayo. When that time comes, you must remember these times. I have no apology to anybody who thinks that andinaxolisa nakubanina uba umuntu omhlophe othi mina ndiyayamkela le constitution eSouth Africa. Namhlanje ndiyavuma ukuthi la nto yayenza yilaba abaphile ngaphambili ibe babhatyazile, ibe i-wrong. Ndivumelana nalena i-constitution. Ndifuna uba sisebenzeni sonke sibe into enye and build a South Africa for all of us. Those are also my comrades. And those are also your comrades. Ndifuna ke ndimise apho iSouth Africa ke le esifunayo for nina will build for you a South Africa of love among the people of our country, peace in the land, stability and development. Le emblem niyibona nje abantu base-South Africa lapha nibabona apha. Le mibala le imibala eflag yethu. Le national flag yethu ihlanganisa ama-flag amabili, ihlanganisa iflag le ebethi orange, white and blue. Ngapha ithi black, gold and green. Ile esikhulele phansi kwayo thina abamnyamanyana. Laba abanye baze ngale. Sayidibanisa ke le flag. Uba abakhulu abaseCape Town bathi kuthi ababesekula mhlangano kuthiwa Congress of the People bathi yibona abasixelela bano sifuna iSouth Africa efaka bonke abantu base-South Africa abamnyama nabamhlophe. Ndithi kuni uyabona apha kwi-emblem eCope sasesiyenza unqa lono ilungelo lethu sonke njengoba sivaleleke lapha uba sikwaze ukuvota idemocracy ke le agree. Manje ke eli bandi elimhlophe, that white belt, uxolo osavumelana ngalo savumelana eCodesa ubano impi embadlululo iphelile. We are one, sibopheke uxolo siyakha iSouth Africa edibane emanyeneyo eyaphambili enkululekweni. Lokho kumnyama okungaphandle icontinent yeAfrica ke ba sikholelwa bathina sibopheleke nabo bonke abantu base-South Africa. We've got a common destiny. Ndikhulumile ndithethile ke maqabane wami. Cope can and cope will. Cope can and cope will. Cope can, cope will. Cope can, cope will. Cope can, cope will. Cope can, will. Cope can, cope will. But and goes. But in the main, you follow the end.
Thank you, comrades. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Comrades, I know you are excited, but please bear with me for a few minutes. We are almost at the end of our program. But at the same time, it's important for us to let you know so that you are able to acknowledge some of the people that have carried in their lives our well-being. So I'm going to call upon, are you ready, Comrade Rees? Please approach the podium. I'm calling on the comrade to come and present to you one of the leaders of our people in this area. So comrades, yes, just hang on. Okay, comrades, thank you, thank you, thank you. Comrades, yes, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. I know when we are happy, we sometimes lose ourselves. But also when we are happy, we need to be disciplined. So whilst we lose ourselves, we must also exercise some discipline. Because comrades, the reason why I'm rushing is because some of you woke up very early this morning. And amongst us here, there are older people who, when they are hungry, that means something else. So, comrades, just hold on. I'm going to request that at the end of this introduction, we are going to request the Deputy President to come and thank you all here and throughout our country. And then thereafter, I'm going to request you to remain seated so that we are able to give you something to eat.